Morning, everyone. Today we are going to do a flight in the ATR 72600, and let's see, we're going to take off from Baltimore-Washington International Airport. We're going to fly to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, I believe, and not really expecting really nice weather here. They got a storm that's moving through this area right now, so I expect it to be kind of nasty weather, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see. We're gonna check out and see what which runway we want to use. It looks like possibly runway 10, it looks like, from Baltimore. Alright, and so if that's the case, we'll try to take off from one of these gates over here. We don't need a big gate, but we'll see what's available. All these gates over here are medium. We'll just choose one of these. Alright, so here's a small gate, gate A9. So that's the one we'll use. We'll take off from gate A9. So let me go ahead and minimize this a little bit. In fact, I'll get rid of it. So gate A9. Oh, let me go ahead and figure out the Alright, we're taking off from KBWI. Okay, that's good to know. KBWI. KBWI. Okay. Well, Baltimore-Washington International Airport. And I think we said we're taking off from gate 9. A9. There it is right there. And that is a small gate. And then it looks like we're going to possibly be taking off from runway 10, so we'll find out for sure later. Okay, let's get this started here. Hopefully it sounds like it'll be kind of a fun flight with the weather involved. And this plane is a little challenging in bad weather too. As you know, it's the ATR 72600 does a lot better in warmer climates because of the icing problems they've had. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, so we are getting some light snowfall here. There we go. I am going to get some traffic here. Well, I think it's a lot more realistic when you've got traffic at an airport. Southwest plane there. Okay, I see we've already got some ice developing on the windshield here, so let's see what we can do. Alright, we got the doors open so we can load everything in. And let's go inside the plane and see what we can do here. Alright, let's turn on our battery. External power. Turn on our lights. Okay, we're going to, because it looks like we're in icing conditions already before we even leave the airport here. So we're going to go ahead and turn on engine 2 hotel mode so we can make sure that we can keep the plane ice free if possible. So let's go ahead and turn our prop brake on. And so we're going to start pump number 2 and starter number, we'll turn this over to crank A, starter 2, see if we can get this plane started up. Alright. Okay, so we've got that going. We're going to go ahead and start sim brief and load in a flight plan. Okay. Alright, so it's KBWI. KBWI. And arrival is KIPT, Williamsport Regional Airport, KIPT. KIPT. Alright, and we are going to use the ATR 72600. And let's see what are they showing. Runway 10. They are runway 10. Let's go ahead and generate that for now. Okay. Go back inside. Import that flight plan. And there we go. There's our flight plan. And let's see if we can set our flight plan. Okay, looks like we do, and so we're gonna do runway 10, and let me check and see if we've got any, what it looks like here. Alright, there's no SID. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. So we just hit execute. And we're going to arrive, it looks like on runway 30 at Williamsport. So we'll go ahead and get that set in. And there's no star for that either. We're not going to be able to do runway 30 because of the weather. They're not going to let us land at that runway 30. So we're going to land at an ILS runway. So we're going to do 27. Execute. Let's go back in here and edit that. Put it runway 27. Try to get all this stuff done here. Let's see. So arrival runway will be 27. Change some of this stuff in here. So now we do have a SID. It changed everything. Okay. Turb 27. Go ahead and generate that again. We now have a SID. Oh, you know what? That might be for. No, it doesn't look like it. It's weird. Let me double check that. Let's see if there's any SIDs for this. No, there is none. That Terps 27, that must be for apps. 27. There's no it doesn't show any stars for that. So that's kind of weird. Anyway, let's see what that looks like. I want to see how it shows on this map right here. Okay. Alright, So it looks like we're going to take off and then head north. Start off to the west and then head north. That's what it looks like to me. And then we're going to go ahead and I better go ahead and get working on this icing problem that we've got. I'm going to turn on some. They're not gonna let me do much with this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go like this so we can see the screen here. Go back to it. Alright, so we're going to take off runway 10 and see what this all looks like. And go to Babs. PT. Trying to see what that is there. So that's KIPT right there. Okay. IBGO is where we're going to, or JIBGO. Yeah, okay. So one way. Trying to see how this is going to go. Anyway, we're probably, instead of, they got us going from here down to the runway. We're going to probably, instead of doing that, we're going to just cut over to IBGO and get lined up with the runway from there. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to leave this setup with the flight plan discontinuity in there. That's just the way it's going to be. All right. All right. So that's set up. Let's go ahead and get the plane loaded up now. We're going to go to payload, load aircraft. Alright, we start loading. Takeoff trim is 1.5 up. We're going to go ahead and set the takeoff trim. We know there's icing. That's probably where the trim's a little higher. It's usually like 1.2 or something like that. It's a little bit different, probably because of the icing situation. Alright, and then performance. It looks like, yeah, the Southwest is taking off on runway 10, so we're good on that. So rotate is usually around 113. It's going to be 123 because of the icing situation. So we'll keep that in mind. Oh yeah, we definitely got some icing going on there. We got some. I don't know if we're going to get this plane off the ground or not. We're going to leave the wheel chocks down for now. We don't really need our ground power on anymore because we've got hotel mode. We'll turn that off. We're going to leave the wheel chocks on for now. And let's see. Aircraft. Performance. Oh, before I do that, let me go ahead and get the weather radar set up here. I got some things I gotta get done here. Okay, got that. We're going to go ahead and set our course to 100. Get that done now. Alright, course is set to 100. Got that taken care of. We're going to use the turn on the bearing 1. We need to set our cruise altitude. I got to check and see what that is. 19,000. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get that set to 19,000. Alright, so we're set to 19,000. Okay. Alright, let's get back to our performance section. 123 is going to be your rotate speed. Here. 19,000. And this is all our takeoff trim is 1.5. Let's make sure we set our takeoff trim here. Okay, it is set for 1.5. POS in it. We use our GPS position. Okay, so we got that set up. We did our waist performance in it and everything, so looks like that is all set up now. Use altitude. Okay, now we're going to set our flight guidance, so we got to go in. Let's see here. Flight plan. So we're going to be taking off runway 10, it says 094, but we're going to be turning towards Babs, which is 048. So let's go ahead and set our heading to 048. Turn on heading. Nav. IAS and VNAV. Alright, so now we've got our takeoff settings. Alright, let's do a pushback now. Let's see if we can get pushed back here. Looks like, I think we still have our wheel chocks on, so turn those off. We're going to go ahead and get the prop going here if we can. We're going to need to get these engines up and running so we can get rid of that ice. Hydraulic pump has to be pressed, and then that'll turn on the ready light here, so we can turn our prop brake off. 6, alright, we can start up on our prop. 9, 10. Okay. There we go, 10. And we got taxi clearance to runway 10. Alright, let's go ahead and turn that off. True switch goes on. It's not going to go on right now because we got too much ice. We got to get everything going here. Alright, we're going to try to get some of this ice melted on the plane. True switch won't come on until we get rid of some of this ice. Alright. Flaps to 15. Alright, flaps are 15. We're gonna turn on TCAS. So press the serve button, and right there, TCAS, you got that. Well, now we're going to do the before taxi checklist. Okay. Got all this icing stuff going here. Wait. Alright, there's our before taxi checklist. That's what I'm looking for. And we've already done all this. Turn on the anti-icing. The two switches on, but it won't light up until we get rid of this. The flaps are set. We're going to go to the trouble getting to where I want to go. Ending. We're going to keep going up and maybe we can get there. There's all this icing stuff here. I think they're going to let me get there until we get rid of the icing problems. Alright, well, let's see what the plane looks like. It's pretty well iced. Remove our gust slot. I know that has to be removed. Oh, that really helped a lot. Okay. Alright, our two switch is on now, and we got rid of the icing problems, it looks like. So it looks like everything's working now, so we can go back here and finish our checklist. And we did the before taxi, but this is where we wanted to get to. Taxi checklist. Lights on, brakes. Let's do the config test. Make sure that. Alright, I didn't hear bells or whistles, so we must have passed the config test. Procedures before takeoff. Takeoff briefing, we removed the gust lock, we checked the flight controls, they all work, boost function, airflow, cabin crew advised, engine bleed, exterior lights on, all that stuff, before takeoff, procedures are done. The next one is, oops, we don't want that. After takeoff, we're just going to get it set up. There we go. So once we get all that done, pretty much here. Let's see if we can head on out to a runway now. Alright, sorry for the interruption. Maybe we'll just see if we can follow that Southwest plane out to runway 10. start rolling. This plane really wants to go right now. This plane wants to go. Idle mode, but it still wants to go like crazy. I'm gonna switch this over to tower. Looks like we have arrived to runway 10. Southwest is 276 is at runway 10. And they have to hold short. There's a Boeing coming in. Here it comes in right now to land. As soon as it gets off the runway, hopefully Southwest 276 will take off. Well, I don't know what happened to that plane, but it's gone. Disappeared, so we'll take its spot. Alright, let's see if Baltimore, okay. Alright, we got cleared for takeoff, runway 10. That's alright. if we can get this bird off the ground. This thing just wants to get up and go right now. Alright, let's go ahead and put our throttle at the notch setting here. Oh, you know what's wrong? Now I know what's wrong with the plane. Now I know why it was going so fast. Okay, so I don't have any, my screen is froze. That's what the problem is. I can't move my throttles. Okay, so I am going to put this video on pause and see if I can get my screen back working. So I'll be back with you shortly, hopefully. Okay, looks like we have finally got my screens back up and running again. I had to reset everything. But now we're getting ready to go, I think. So let's go back and do what we were going to do before everything froze up, and we're going to set our throttle to notch setting up here. Wait, let's go back down, because all my I'm not set. Oh, I have to reset everything up in here. Alright, so we're going to be, our first waypoint now is going to be this one right here is set up, so we got to set this to 105 for takeoff heading. So go ahead and do that. First of all, let's get, of course it has to be reset again to 100. Everything got messed up. Everything got reset when my screens froze. Course is 100. And then heading goes to 105. Oh, heading state. Okay. So we just put under heading, BNAV. Or LNAV, excuse me. IAS. BNAV. Hopefully everything is going to work now. See what happens. What's up, baby? Jump down. Okay. Talking to my cat. Alright, I gotta reset my throttles to the notch position. Okay guys, sorry for another interruption. Let's see if we can get this plane off the ground here. Control 6. I think I got my flaps. Yeah, I think the flaps are set. 75. Not getting much speed going here. I'm gonna try to get off the ground here. Got up in the air here.
Don't see.
Okay, let's see if we can get back on track here. I gotta leave my flaps up. I'm having trouble getting some climb here. Okay, weather conditions are not great, especially for this airplane. Alright, let's see. So we've got our after takeoff checklist here. Landing gear is up, flaps are at 0, but I'm going to hold off on that. Actually, let's see if we can try it again. Up high enough. We're supposed to turn to power management. We'll do that in a second. Here. We gotta turn this power management to climb. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're finally getting some speed going here. You're definitely in icing conditions here. Set this one for 40. Okay, so we can see where we're going. And I'm going to set this one for 80. Supposed to be up to 19,000. I have a little trouble climbing right now. Let's see what our plane looks like. We got a lot of things on our plane. Everything turned on as far as icing. There's not much more I can do. Alright, we're still only at 6,000 feet. Our speed is okay. We're at 172. You're not going to get much more out of this plane, even in normal conditions, until you get to the cruising altitude. We're still in the notch position with our throttles. That's where we should be. All right. Temperature is up here is -8 degrees Celsius currently. So it looks like we just might make it here. So, in case you're curious as to how I was able to reset my screens that were froze up and all my controls, I'll show you here in a minute. Let me go ahead and turn off the lights, landing lights, right now. It looks like they're already off. A lot of the stuff got reset here, unfortunately. Alright, that looks good. See if I can figure this out here. Okay, there we go. See, all the stuff I set, a lot of it just got reset. Let me. So we're over 10,000 now. Okay, so after takeoff checklist, we can complete that now. We're set up for our descent checklist right now. But first, before we go any further, if your screens freeze up and your controls freeze up and you don't have any control over anything, what you need to do is hit your escape key here and go into general options and go into experimental. This thing here called Nano VG, if that's turned on, you need to turn it off. And that's how I was able to reset it. It actually froze on me again, so I went back in and turned it back on, and it reset the screens again. So when you reset your screens, you have to redo your flight. You have to reprogram in your flight, and a lot of the knobs that you set are going to be back to the default position. So you just basically have to go back and check everything. So anyway, it's kind of a pain, but you can get back into your flight if you need to. So right now we are going to prepare for our descent. We need to find out what it looks like. Let's see, we want to check out our arrival airport. It says it's IFR only. Met our ceiling 2,600 feet. It says plan runway 27, but we know that we have to set that up for runway 30. So we're going to go back and change our flight plan to runway 30. 30 is an ILS runway, so we have to have that. It's a good thing I checked that, because I didn't realize when I reprogrammed the flight plan, it put it from 30 back to 27. So we have to get back in there and change that to runway 30. never mind. It was runway 30 that we were, okay, 27 is ILS. Never mind, we're good. ILS 27 is fine. I think it was 30 that, yeah, 30 was not the ILS. That's when we originally were set for, is 30. But then we found out it was an RNAV runway, so with no ILS, so we had to get, so we're good on 27. We're all good. All right. Now, let's see if we can get the ILS frequencies for runway 27, and that was for KIPT. We'll try this one here first. KIPT. Sometimes we can get the information we need off the VFR map. Alright, 27, and there it is. Okay, so we want 110.10. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that keyed in. Switch this to nav. On 10.10. So right here. Use this keyboard down here. You can't use this one. 10. Okay. Wait. 0. And then hit the enter here. And we'll put it over there. Runway heading is 266. Alright, so we got it set 110.10. Take a look, we must have a discontinuity after Mika there. So let's go take a look at that. Mika flight. To Jibco. Alright, to get to 270, okay. So we do. we just can't see far enough past to see where we have to vector to line up with the runway to get to Jibco. Nothing much out there to see up here except for basically right on the top of all these clouds. Been a struggle to get to 19,000 for this plane under these conditions. May not ever get to 19,000. Let's see what this says here. Okay, so anyway, I think it is time for us to start descending anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and landing elevation and all that good stuff here. Okay. Let's work our seatbelts on. Well, we never turn our seatbelts off, so that's no problem. Alright, let's go ahead and 4,300. We're gonna go down. We're going to start preparing for our descent down to 4,300. I think we'll do that right away. 100. There we go. We're gonna descend about 2,000 feet per minute here. And we're gonna cut back our throttle here. Should be okay. I just don't see anything past Micah here. That's so strange. Let's go ahead and just get rid of this and see what happens. Okay. Now we've got something going on there. Okay. So we're back in the soup. As we start our descent. It was I just want to double check our runway direction. Yeah, it is 266. Okay. Landing lights go on, taxi lights too. We can actually go ahead and put that course in here now. Course would be 266. That way, once we get close, we're going to be all set up. Course is 266. We're all set up with that. I'm gonna leave it just like that. When kicks in. That's going to be a big help for us because we're not going to be able to see anything. Alright, landing lights are on. So we're check. Alright, approach procedure is complete. Before landing checklist. What will be next? Our landing elevation is 500 feet. Let's go ahead and set our MDA to 450. There we go. And it looks like we're doing okay now. Alright, so we're going to put our power management knob back to takeoff mode. And we're going to apply some throttle now that we've reached our target descent. Next. Alright, so we're in pretty good shape there. We're going to be going down to 3,700. So we'll put that, our next altitude, our next descent to 3,700. We're going to set that to VNAV. Oh, apparently we are not in nav mode anymore. Oh, that must have happened when we changed our course. Alright. Okay, we need to go into heading mode. Need to get over here. Where the hell are we going? Let's see, where are we going? 340. Yeah, we're going too far over. We got the thing set wrong. Direction here. Alright, let's see the runway. We need to find KIPT. I don't know if it's in here yet. No, it's still a ways off yet. see if we can select. Alright, we're heading select. Alright, so I'm gonna let us set the selector down now. We're just gonna stay in the heading select right now. Drop down to the recommended speed of about 170. Alright, so now we can start to see a little bit of land. See what that's all about. We gotta get our speed up a little bit higher again. I went down a little bit too low. Make sure your seatbelts are on. Yeah, seatbelts are on. Landing lights are on too. I already did this. I don't know why I have to do it again. This is where we should be. Actually, we've already done all this too. No, we haven't. We haven't done a landing here yet. So as you can see, it's not going to be ideal landing conditions, but we should be able to get it on the ground okay. Now our runway is coming to view. So we are going to drop down to 3,700 here shortly. We're supposed to be at 3,700 when we get ready to start our approach. Bit of a rainbow there. It's pretty nice looking. Pretty nice effect. Yeah, I'm still using the 2020 here because I get pretty good visuals on this here, and I'm not quite ready to jump into the 2024 until they get some of the issues fixed. But one thing I do like about the 2020 right now is in the marketplace, they got a lot of stuff that I've been able to pick up for practically nothing. A lot of airport improvements that were $20-something are now like $3 and $4. So I've taken advantage of that. Made a few add-ons to for more realism. Alright, so we do have ILS fixed now. As you can see down here, we're 25 miles from the airport. Getting a little bit more icing on the front of the plane with all these clouds here. Wait to see our hopefully we can get in touch with the tower here pretty soon. Yet, though. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to go a little parallel to the runway here. Get set up for our approach. And we're going to drop down to 3,700. view here. We're going to add some flaps, 15 right here, and we're going to start our turn towards the airport. And we are actually going to landing gear, flaps, power management is good. We need a little bit. Alright, we're all good at our before landing procedures, so that's good. Let's see, what's this is KIPT that we're looking for, and so far I haven't found it here. That's so weird because it's real close by. There it is. Full stop landing, and it should be on runway 27. Yep, and right base runway 27. We should be intercepting the localizer pretty soon. So we are 16.9 miles from the runway. Full flaps here. Speed up just a tad. Just about ready to intercept the glide slope now. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and put it in approach mode. And go in for our final approach. full flaps, gear down. On the glide slope. And the weather's getting kind of nasty down here. Wind is calm, clear to land, runway 27. That's good. Good news.
Hungry. Too hungry. One hungry. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Next taxiway. We shall do that. Not sure, because looks like they want us right over there. Parking. if you taxiway B. Okay, so we're going to general aviation parking. Taxiway B. Let's see where that would be. Alright, we're right here, so it's gotta be right in here. This looks like the only. Okay, well, it could be over there too, but it looks like taxiway B is right here, so this has gotta be it. They want us in here. Okay, so we'll see if we can find somebody waiting for us. I believe I see somebody over there waiting for us. There he is off to the right. Alright, so we'll circle around and let him guide us in. When you get that oops. Okay, we're there. We made it here. Not a big airport, big enough for our plane. So I hope you enjoyed the flight, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like, a thumbs up, or if you want to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that too. And then you can obviously leave some comments if you like. So, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time around.